Top of the morning, y'all. Nick K here. Welcome to day 143 of the bodybuilding prep. I can't even fathom that I'll almost be on a diet for at least half the year. That's wild. Anyways, we woke up at a new low today of 155 pounds, which is wild. After a controlled refeed, so like higher calories, higher carbs, it just stimulated my metabolism enough to make it just go on overdrive and drop weight. So that's one thing I'm learning, especially about, like, I'm not a dietitian. I am just a person who loves to move their body. That's it. I'm not no scientist. I learned everything through my own empirical experiences. But one thing that I just learned is controlled refeeds and sometimes eating higher foods can actually lower your weight, especially if you've stalled out for a while when it comes to weight loss. So there's that. Also, a lot of people have been asking me, oh, how many cycles did you bulk cut? Like, should I even be on a cut? The best way I can answer that is I've spent the focus of my lifting career just trying to get as strong as possible. That's it. Now, with different seasons of life, like work schedule, being busy, sometimes it has called for me to hold back on the gym where I won't be as heavy. But majority of the time, the common theme throughout my whole lifting career was to get as big as possible and get as strong as possible. Luckily, I can lose weight fast and I can gain weight also very fast. So I wasn't too worried about like not having a six pack, or just don't be afraid to get fat. So, and one thing too, it's kind of like a haircut. If there's a haircut that you want, you obviously need your hair to be a certain length. So it's best sometimes to grow it out and have a lot to work with, like sculpting a statue. That way, once you start chipping away, you have muscle to reveal. So if you're asking if you should bulk or cut, I don't know if that's like probably the right guidance. I think the best thing is to because for me, what made me decide was, hey, I got as heavy as I could and I got as strong as I could, and I stalled out super hard, and I was getting to the point where like my joints would kind of hurt from like lifting just heavy ass weight. So then I preached athleticism. That's when I got into calisthenics, and I was trying to do that, and I lost weight naturally, cut down naturally from 185 to 165. And so now I'm cutting down from 165 to like 155. As of the last 2 years, I've lost 20 pounds. So, and I never really even tracked up until the bodybuilding prep, just because now that I have a coach. But anyways, yeah, you should just focus on getting as strong as possible. That is it. And yeah, we got a nice pull day today, and we have another high carb day today, so the pump should be good. And yeah, because we lost weight, coach said instead of 90 minutes of cardio, I can do 70 and keep it the same. So feeling blessed. Like, you can make me do anything in this world, like, except cardio. Just because from wrestling, like, I literally have a conditioned response of PTSD and fear. Because anytime my wrestling coach in high school would tell us to go up against the wall or line up, like, that means we were dying from cardio. So yeah, like, I'd rather go to the gym for 8 hours a day than do cardio for like 90 minutes. I don't know. But yeah, we're going to get after it. That's the car chatter for today.
Alrighty, y'all, welcome to the last full effort pull day. We're gonna start off with some rack pulls. probably get a little bit heavy today. Woke up at a new light of 155. So one thing I've noticed consistently every time I'm like 2-3 weeks out of a show is I've always fallen into the habit of listening to like motivational and inspirational montages on YouTube, especially when I work out. Like when I first started working out, I never listened to music. I would just look up gym hour motivational inside the YouTube search bar. And then like an Arnold video would come up that has like millions and millions of views nowadays. But yeah, I really like listening to like AI Napoleon generated Hill, AI generated Bruce Lee. It has really cool content for me to focus on. Plus, like the music doesn't stimulate me anymore. So I'll either bust motivational videos on YouTube or I'll listen to nothing. I'll just put it into like noise cancel. But what you focus on or what you aim at is what you see, and what you feed your mind is what creates your reality. So really feeding it with all this like philosophical and like perspective is really nice because it keeps my mind focused off of just brain rot. So alrighty, y'all. So now we just finished up with some rack pulls. Now we're on this M Torture front row machine. This one is going to be underhand, and it's going to be targeting the depth of the back rather than the width. So give more 3D to my back. And yeah, so this is the current travel setup. This is a PGY Tech bag, camera bag. So inside of there, I got a drone. I got all my camera equipment. Not that I really use it all, but I've always wanted something that holds all my camera equipment so I don't have to leave it in different places. This bag is really, really freaking nice. So it's nice to carry all my camera stuff, roll it around instead of carrying a backpack and putting it up and down. So this is like a little mini mobile work desk. This is my food, my lunchbox, my Hella Mix shaker. This is my tripod and camera. I currently use a Sony ZV-E10. Right now I'm using my DJI Osmo Action 4, which is the number one competitor to the GoPro. They come out with stuff like the Osmo Pocket, which is really good. I have their drone, the DJI Mini 3 Pro, but this Sony is what I record everything on. Very good beginner camera. If you guys ever start off, you always want a wide lens and then a good lens that's very versatile. So I'm not no expert, but I can recommend what I started off with, and that's the f1.8 E-mount lens 11 millimeter, as well as the Sigma 18 to 55 millimeter, which is the very, very good versatile lens. If I could redo it, I would also recommend the Tamron 17 to 70 millimeter instead of the Sigma 18 to 55, just because that lens is super, super versatile. But we're going to hit this set. So I just wanted to show you guys that. Alrighty, y'all. Now we are on the circular lat pull down M torture machine. This one feels super nice. We're gonna go for blood flow, meaning that we're gonna go for blood flow, which means We're going to hold the reps, not go too crazy heavy, but focus on the contraction. Test, 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 test. Alrighty, y'all, we just finished up with blood flow lat pull downs. Now we are going to use this M torture standing and seated row combo. You guys might have seen this on New Tech's Instagram page, but this one's really nice. It's comparable to like the hammer strength row, but there's so many different adjustment points. This one's like you can adjust down here, like you can do it standing, seated. It's just honestly freaking insane. So I'm a big fan of these M torture machines as well as these New Tech machines. So pretty sick gym. Alrighty, y'all. I just did some posing with the man, the myth, the legend, Alex Padron. An absolute meat rocket that guy is. He's insane. My first show, Ace of Stage, he ended up winning the men's physique overall as an amateur. And like, I won the classic physique overall as an amateur. So seeing him in a different category be at the top, I was like as a dude, you're always just like, who's that guy? You know, like he's the talk of the town, and that guy's an absolute beast, pro level physique, and you know, like I I think he's just an absolute savage. It would be super cool to be able to compete in the overall with him in men's physique if I make it that far. You know, if my posing permits. I know he'll make the overall definitely. He's class B, I'm class A, but yeah, if we could both be on that stage, both from Vegas, both training out of New Tech and Dragon's Lair, especially with our same posing coach slash dance teacher, Joey Belt, like, dude, it's dope being surrounded by like absolute units. So, anyways, we're gonna finish up with some biceps and get after it.
Alrighty, y'all. Cut the workout a little bit short just to let my dogs out. Then ended up going home, eating real quick, getting my eyebrows done, coming back to New Tech, do some cardio, and then go and get a haircut with my sweet Korean hairstylist lady. Super nice, Studio 21 by JK in Las Vegas. So if you guys need a hairstylist, she is the best. Every time I walk out of there, I feel like $1,000,000. She is awesome. And yeah, now we're back here at New Tech eating our final meal of the day. It's currently 4:19 p.m., 1 minute off Child of the Prophecy. But yeah, we have about 350 calories worth of cardio left. So we're going to eat this, pound some water, sweat out that water, drive over to Cult Fitness, do some more posing, dance my ass off, and that's pretty much it. This is what we're working with: some chicken, ground beef, rice, cinnamon. Yeah, I put cinnamon in it. It honestly, everything tastes like crack right now. And look at these. I've never had Elevate before, but I'm honestly craving sweets like no other. Like for Black Friday, I bought like, and I've never drinking protein powder since like high school, but I bought like damn near 8 tubs of protein powder that I'm not going to have until after prep because I plan on making a Ninja Creamy every day for the rest of my life after I secure this pro card. So, anyways, we're going to get to it. God bless this meal. God bless you. And let's get after it.